worked for Springbrook since 1984. And I think I started working with Leora, let's see, she's 20 years old, and I've worked with Leora since she's a year and a half, so it's been almost 18 years.
Someone from early intervention recommended Springbrook.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like it was a good choice. And getting the deaf part and the special ed part together, that's difficult. But she's very, very happy. Right now she is with the Pathways program, and she's volunteering and working toward a job. Hopefully we'll have a job in a year. I'd like her to have her own money to spend. I feel like Springbrook's been there for us. Terry, you've been there for us?
Yeah, I feel like it's been a good relationship for a long time.
Yep.
Victoria and I are active, as you know, in general with special needs children. We have ourselves, Ronnie and Sharon, as you know. We also have a little one at home. We get to see a lot of different programs, a lot of different schools, a lot of different homes. If you don't know any better, you think that this is the norm. It's not the norm.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
But I remember walking in and being very impressed. But
Especially after seeing Megan
right, I was
catch
going to
a
say
kid.
that, right. There was a child a little bit away that was having a seizure, and I never forget how you turned and instinctively
let the kid go.
drop what you were doing, turned and like caught the child having, from falling
Like a
from
baseball
the floor.
player.
I saw that, I was like,
The mat,
wow.
like with the mitt in the hand, like a baseball
Right.
player, like a dive.
It was really a heaven sent. The fact that, when we look at the equipment and this new home that was recently built here for them, it's incredible.
We've always done what was best for her, and this is what's best for her, and they've been so accepting. And when they found out the diagnosis, they said, we're not going to live by that diagnosis. We're not going to define her by that diagnosis. We are going to make her the best she can be, and we're going to just deal with it when it comes. We spend a lot of time in this room, and I can come here, even if I only just come for a few hours and, sit and hang out and read books.
This is a wonderful room. It just
She-
shows so much of her and your family and the love that you have.
When I go to bed at night, I know she's safe, I know she's happy, I know she's living the best life she can live here at Springbrook.
I've always loved business, sports, and the family, and so with Springbrook, that's really how I got involved, with the Special Olympics, and believe me, I've learned that it doesn't matter your level of skill, everybody wants to win.
So Michelle, you played basketball for a long time, right?
Yep.
What do you like about basketball?
Teamwork.
The athletes are developing relationships. I remember going to tournaments, and a couple of our athletes will run into players they see all last year, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and they'll run into them. They're like best friends, like they seen each other yesterday. They just constantly want to see each other.
We had went by Springbrook many times and didn't really know what it was. We were invited to the gala one year by Margaret Savoy, who's on the board, and we really took an interest in what Springbrook does, and it was really enlightening for us. So we've been involved for many years on the gym project, on the Residences on the Hill project. We took a large interest in the track and field program, so it's been really a passion of ours for a number of years now.
Do you maybe want to tell us about your experience on the track team? Do you like it? What do you think?
It's fun.
What events do you participate in or plan to?
Javelin, shot put, and probably the 5K.
So I fell in love seeing the growth and the encouragement that these athletes had and the staff.
One of the things I particularly am amazed with Springbrook is that they continue to really innovate.
I wound up with Pathways to Employment.
kind of hard at first because I didn't know anybody or anything like that. So after Rihanna turned around and introduced me to different people, I got used to doing other things with other people.
So I met Helen through a previous career coach. He would come in and eat at the bar, and we got to talking, and I said to him I needed a dishwasher. And then he brought Helen in, and we did a little interview, and she had great personality and was just very outgoing, so we hired her and we said we were going to give it a try, and 2 years later she's still here.
So what do you do besides washing dishes?
I do bussing tables, I do a lot of cleaning the tables off, putting the silverware on. Sometimes I get the ice for the bar and stuff, so it's like I do like doing what I do. And
what's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing is to pick on the coworkers sometimes.
So why did you guys pick Springbrook?
Well, I worked at Springbrook years and years ago, and I knew a lot of the therapists, and when he was born I knew that we needed an EI evaluation, so I called up Springbrook and I said, please someone come and do an eval on our little boy.
Finley is a joy to have in the classroom. He's always laughing, ready to work hard, and he's made a lot of gains this year so far. He's improved on his walking. I mean, especially up to 30 steps in one walk was amazing.
That's great.
And he looks always so tired when he gets off the bus, but as soon as he walks through the doors, he is just full of it, full of excitement. Can't wait to meet everybody in the hallways. Can't wait to give people hugs.
Wrestle Daddy, there go the glasses. Starting to understand direction, like
yes.
He can do a one-step direction, no problem now. We'll say, Finn, go get a book, and he starts walking in our living room right to get a book.
Well, I think he's going to stay here. He's doing really, really well. I'm hoping to see that they're working on really well is him being able to communicate, whether that be talking or some kind of iPad application, something so he could tell us what's going on in that wonderful little head of his.
It's a great school. The cleanliness, the teachers, the staff members, everybody's.
It's something very special, and I give you guys credit because if you're going to be a part of something, make it part of something great.
She's had a very tough life, and she's had a lot of misgivings, but you know what? I choose not to count the misgivings. I count the fortunes, and Springbrook has definitely been our fortune.
That's wonderful. Oh, God bless you. That's great. That's what we want to hear.
And with Finn, it's impossible to have a bad day.
Oh, yes, definitely, yeah.
To be able to see her grow just as an individual in those roles, that's really cool.
I am Springbrook.
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 We are Springbrook.
Just put your hands down.
Great. Anytime you're ready.
I am Springbrook.
I am Springbrook.
I am Springbrook.
We are 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 Springbrook.